Just getting ready to stream. Had to redo everything, so this is definitely going to be like a test stream today. Got the list up though. You can see what's good. Definitely let me know if there's audio issues or anything like that. As much as I could check beforehand, it seemed to be working all right. Get started here in a minute. Thanks for joining in. Again, it's a test stream. We're going to be doing nothing but 8-rack though. Alright, we get started. We just do some... We just finished the league. Let's take a look at how that went. Structured Tournaments, League, Friendly Modern League. Okay, so we went 3-2. We beat 3 control decks. We ended up losing to Abzan round 3, match 3. It was kind of slight misplay in one of the games, but overall they just beat us down pretty good. Game 5 was another control, so it was basically all control. But while I'm working on the settings and everything, I think today I'm going to just do some practice matches just to see how everything looks. So if I have to drop a game to fix some things. So let's just look for some open play. Should be able to link the list in chat. At least on Discord. I don't know, something's up with my chat right now. I'm not trying to fix it. It's just on the list here if something's wrong. I can't actually type in my chat. Would you like to play first? No. Well, it's not a bad one-lander. Against a control deck, it's really bad because these racks and things won't do much. He mulliganed to 6. I think we keep at this point, even though it's a one-lander. We're always on the draw, so we always get... Keeping one-landers is not out of the ordinary. You just got to make sure you have at least a couple one-mana plays, which we do, obviously, with the Fatal and the Inquisition. So if he opens with, like, a Mana Dork, okay. Interesting. Okay, we whiffed on our first land drop. We really need to hit another one, but... Our curve is so low that even if it takes a turn or two, we're not just like out of it. Oh, baby. Well, living end, this is pretty much unwinnable game 1. Yeah. So we take the Violent Outburst. Take his living end generator. As far as sideboarding and stuff, we got 4 ley lines. We'll definitely be pulling Tom Ross. His sideboard guide from 8-rack is back, which we still refer to quite a bit. I'm actually expanding it because when he played, Hollow One wasn't a deck. You know, Search for Escanta wasn't a card. Mardu wasn't really a deck. So I'm adding to his sideboard right now. Basically, I'm trying to have a nice list for those decks he didn't cover. And, you know, my sideboard's slightly different than his. Okay. Well, we gotta hope we draw some swamps. Okay. Well, he's down on cards already, so we can start racing him, but first we want to make him discard, so Ravens. The clock's not worth starting just yet. We know he's got at least one dead shot. Or did I only see one when I revealed it? Okay. Might have been the one he already discarded. So focused on the streaming settings. Hey, please let me know if sound is bad or one way or another. Oh, baby. Not good. So we're just definitely looking to hit our second swamp here. We do run 15, so... Okay, so we gotta definitely dodge a cascade. Good, he's down to one card now. So now we can start a clock. Preferably we'd start it with 2. Not good enough. At least we can fire off a rack with him. Okay, so we'll take him down to 9 here. We obviously are just trying to dodge a living end. So any cascade would... Any cascade spells the end. I need him to play a card. Yeah, if he plays any card, we win. Doesn't look like he's going to. So we need a swamp would do it for any land would do it for Raven's Crime. Well, no, not quite. We want to play this here. Well, let's think about it. We could use this swamp to make him go down to 1, and then I'll take him to 4. Might be a better play here. Because if he just stales and we dead, don't draw what we need. I think we actually ditch this swamp here. Let him go down to 5. Yeah, it's kind of an awkward play, but I'm pretty sure that's our best path to victory. We can certainly operate off one land, as crazy as that sounds. Which we have been the entire game. The Mutavault was out for 1 turn. Okay, so he'll go down to 4. So we have to dodge a living end and hope he plays something. Oh, even a living end won't win it. So a living end would win it for us. So, okay. We need any type of discard. Would be what we're looking for here. What are you playing for red? Okay. So another any land would do it. Urborg, Swamp, or Mutavault. Okay, we got it. Oh, actually, he could have held on and won that. Okay, so against Living End, we'll refer to the Tom Ross guide, basically exclusively as we're learning these. I mean, in general, it's pretty obvious. You're going to want to bring in your 4 Ley Lines of the Void. So we'll bring in the cards over here. Our Bantus is obviously really good also. It's probably it. Raven's Crime loses its Thunder. Funeral Charm is not very good. The 3 Fatal Pushes aren't going to cut it. That's kind of where I'm at right there. Other cards to bring in would be some more of my creatures, but I don't think that's right here. We got pretty good gas. We basically now have 3 Bantus and 4 Ley Lines. And we can easily mull at least a 6 any game without much difficulty. Definite keep. These lands are, this is basically a one lander. So, but we have ravens to pitch them. So, even though these tombs are basically dead cards, the fact we can retrace, it's not terrible. You can definitely still lose with ley lines. Not like we're got it locked up just because of the ley line, but certainly a good start. Dump Street Wraith, okay. Oh, in response, yeah. I was gonna say, that makes a lot more sense. Cycle, cycle. Cycle. Okay. So, we saw how we won last game with terrible land. So, this might be another game like that, but one of the strengths of 8-rack. Mutavault would have been great there. So we got to look out just to getting killed by Fulminator Mage. Now that we're behind. I'm actually not going to make him discard in case he does have a Fulminator Mage. I may need to reuse this Urborg. Not much you can do in a... You need to draw one of your lands and you just draw running Bontus. It's alright though. He doesn't have a really easy path to victory other than casting his creatures and beating me down. If he wants to get rid of his only win condition to get rid of my tomb now, that's fine. We're going to go ahead and pop a Shrieking. If he brought in like EE or some type of hate, might as well try to get him to use it, go down a card, and waste it on one rack. Okay, he's down to 4. Wonder what he's holding. So he's just going to cast one of his bigger 4-mana, 5-mana creatures here. And we're going to have to draw land at some point. Hope the sound is working good. This is just a test stream today. I just did the overlay like 30 minutes ago. Yeah, okay. So we know this is his win condition now. Let's find out what he's working with. Okay, yeah, a couple of big creatures. So he'll drop another one, and then we'll hopefully draw that land of Bontus. Might as well start pinging him for 1 with the rack. So we need him to play land and cast a big creature, and then we draw land. So this is game 2 of a nice match against Living End here. Evoked. Okay. Should have looked at his evoke. Wouldn't have stopped me anyways, because we want him to dump his cards. Hopefully he would play a land, but he's reasonably smart. Okay. This is the point in the game when I would even smallpox if it came up. Even to go down to one land. The light's all messed up. Let's see if this one's better. Or well. Okay. Oh, what are you doing? Okay. Alright, so we're gonna have to even Bantu's the single creature. Come on, land. Okay. So we don't want him to do that again, so we're just gonna Bantu's and sit back. You should encourage him to play a land and another card, maybe. Try to catch him off guard with the second Shrieking. So we need to draw a land next turn for Raven's Crime. If we can draw a land of Raven's Crime and then double Shrieking, we win. Well, I guess we can go with Lily minus. Okay, hanging in there. This is game 2 of against Living End. We won game 1, surprisingly. So let's see. Do we have a win here? We can put him down to 0 cards. It's probably. Oh no, we have to kill this. Fuck. Gotta kill it. Yeah. We're so low. Forgot how low we are. At this point, I'm gonna actually get rid of one of the Shriekings because of how our life total. The third Bantu might be more relevant. And I want this swamp to start the 2-turn clock right now. So he's done. Because he has to play a card to get out of Shrieking, to put any pressure on me, or Lily kills him. So there's nothing he can do here. That I can think of. Yeah. GG. So good solid start. Just in the practice is mainly a stream setup here. We just finished the league right before this. So solid match against Living End. Shows it's definitely winnable, you know. The Bantu's is really clutch. Obviously the ley line. That's why I kept that hand with my only lands were 3 Urborgs. But it was a good keep. We hung in there. Nothing wrong with that. A blind. Yeah, this is definitely solid. We don't have any removal till turn 3, so we could... Against, like, humans, this is pretty bad, but... Hideaway. Okay. Alright. Let's see what this guy's up to. Draw a card. So is this mill or something? Yeah. So I don't have really much for this creature here, but this 10 is pretty good. But actually this Visions from Beyond. I want to stop him from drawing here. So Visions, next turn he does one of these, then we Wrench Mind, and turn 3 we Liliana. Yeah, we actually had to take his draw there. If he wants to mill us, that's all good. Okay, so we know 4 of his cards. I mean, we got Funeral Charm in there now, which is solid. I almost don't want to Tomb of Yawgmoth, because he's using black, you know? So we'll probably keep the scribe. I'm expecting to see an island and a flooded strand here. Smallpox actually wouldn't be terrible. It's nice when you can get him to pitch lands. Oh, he had a field of ruin. Okay. So he's got a flooded strand and his Manex scribe. So does he go scribe? That's not flash, does it? Even grab. Okay. Yep. Even grab. Just mail me down to 41, but he's running out of cards, you know. 35. Okay. Yeah, at least they got 0 health, right? He's hellbent. It might be good just to start the race here. He gets the landfall. He's not attacking. No, I think I have to at least deaden this. Let's see. It's going to be 6 turns of Shrieking Affliction. If he's making me do it 6 turns, chances are the 2 of those guys would mill me. I only have 31 cards. So get rid of one of these. Survive a turn. He gets this hideaway. Uptick, survive another turn, then minus the other one. It's kind of what we're looking at right here. Okay. That's what we wanted. This guy's going to make me go 3. God. Jeez. So he's on the clock. We're on the mill clock. Okay. This is the hideaway. Oh! Ouch. He got us with that. We got milled out. Not sure what we have really good sideboard for him. Can't really think of anything. Yeah, good game, good game. So the order wouldn't have mattered there. It's basically that fraying sanity he pulled from his hideaway was vicious. So let's bring in Skynes is going to be really good. So the creatures and the Skynes, let's think about it. So Funeral Charms, not so hot. Bantu's not so hot. Fatal's not bad. Stick on 1. Maybe we don't need the creatures here. Maybe we just race to get him hellbent with Skynes. That seems fine. Would you like to play first? No. Okay. I mean, he's going to be playing out his cards to make me actively mill. So that's the thing when you're playing mill. Jeez, Frank Sanity. Yeah, that's pretty strong too. So our plan is for him to cast Manic Scribe, even though he won't, and then Smallpox that out. This is tough. His land count's not great. He probably would just do Glimpse. Yeah. You got all 4 of my lilies in that. That was sick. Sometimes you just gotta fire it off. We're gonna need a kind of unconventional plan here. Okay. So we need that 3rd land. So if we get that land down, we still need 2 turns. Okay. So we got 2 turns to draw a single land. Okay. So he's on a moderate clock. It's not out of the ordinary here. We gotta dodge some gas. His hideaway card. If it's Fraying Insanity after he goes a combo, we're in trouble again. Interesting. Okay. All right. So we're down to half our deck, so he's milling us good. Hey, appreciate you guys stopping by. Start streaming a lot more. This is mainly leagues. Got to practice for GP Vegas. Nothing but 8 rack. That's what I'm running. I played 8 racks about 8 months ago. If you look at my YouTube channel, or yeah, that's where I uploaded some of the streams with Tom Ross's list. I took a break. Been playing Jund and Legacy. But now I'm back on the rack, so I'll be playing this exclusively. Alright, we got him. Knew he was in trouble there. So I like our setup. Not sure if we want to drop a Skynes for a Nezumi. I think we're going to bring 1 Nezumi. Yeah. We need to increase our clock just a little bit. We're really close to them all in both those. I think it's just the screen that's so bright, huh? Trying to fix this thing here. So we got no payoff, but we have a lot to draw, you know. So we'll keep it. We don't have a win condition. See if that's any better. Well, that seems bright. I don't know if my chat's broken or not, or you guys are just quiet. If you're in chat, type anything. I'm trying to test it. Just anything at all in chat. So we gotta get rid of one of these creatures. Lily can help take care of the other. See, I don't know if my chat's broken. I have to fix this. Hopefully my mic's not muted. Here comes the manic. Yeah. Let's see how this goes. Yeah. Okay, he's got us milled as we were expecting. Wrench mind. We'll get rid of the crab. Yeah, I don't think we Nezumi here. We got too much gas. Nezumi's definitely a good path to victory with this setup. Okay. Lily minus. Make him dump his hand next turn. Alright, alright. Thoughtseize and Nezumi. Might even have him discard our Delirium. Okay, so he's taking out our win condition here. Pretty smart. He's taking out all our Shrieking Afflictions. But he doesn't know about our boy Nezumi. So we're going to take extra pay because it's instant, and then make him discard the Frank Sanity. He doesn't have a black anyways, but still. I want to actually hang on to Delirium in case. I'm going to hang on to Delirium kind of in case he hits one of these Visions from Beyond. That's pretty vicious. If he Ancestral Recalls, Ancestral Recall would be pretty strong against A-Rack. Alright, he's held that. This is when we take over. We're a little low. Flip the Nezumi. Get a rack down. Get Lily up. Yep, I'm doing alright. He's in a tough spot here since Nezumi. He's doing 6 damage a turn now. Nezumi. The rack is 3. Pretty low on cards though. I mean, you already got half my deck milled. Attack for 3 with the rat. Put him at 8. Upkeep will put him at... Put him at 2. Good old short fang. See, I'm really glad I brought in that extra win condition just because he took out all my Shriekings. So I had the racks, but he milled a lot of them. Good game, good game. So we beat Living End and Mill so far. Couple solid matches. Probably not going to play too much today. I'm going to look back over the stream and try to figure out how the sound was. What music I need to add. The basics. I'll be back to where I was streaming competitive leagues quite a bit this week and before Vegas. So at least one competitive league every day. Definitely got an issue with my lighting. It's all good. All right. Good luck, good luck. So I think my chat's actually busted though. Let's see if it's working. See if it pops up. Alright, so on the blind is keep. Got a couple win conditions, a Lily and a Thoughtseize. It's Serum Visions. Whoa, Ancestral Recall. Well, it's gonna be a challenge. That vision. Gonna be vicious. Alright, martial arts down. Definite wrench mine action here. Oh yeah. Alright, so we'll see if he land Flicker Wisps or just land and holds it up. I'm guessing he just land pass. At that point we wrench the rest of his hand. Then we can drop a Lily Shrieking and start a Mutavault beatdown. Ooh, Sun Titan, okay. Well, that vision's gonna be a problem, obviously. gonna say I would smallpox here. I think we smallpox and discard wrench mine. I want to keep the swamp for the double black, and I want to keep a mutavault for a clock. Oh, actually, I should have kept the wrench mine. Forgot about the ancestral recall that's just hanging out. Hopefully, by the time he draws it, we're in a good spot. Okay. I think I would consider it differently there. I don't know what I would drop. I guess I would just Lily minus. But he's going to have to start playing his lands. Yeah, okay. He's got a Ghost Quarter for Muta, but now Lily can... By the time he draws his cards, she'll be up. Is it this turn? Yep, okay. So we got to deal with potential Jace here. A lot of troublesome cards, but luckily we already have a board for what A-Rack considers a board. Yeah, we knew he was going to get us for 4th land. He might just hold up a Cryptic here or something. Not bad. So he's out of shrieking range. I think we up Lily though. Let's see what we get here. We have some decent board action for him, so it's not insane here. The tomb is bad. I almost want to hold it for Raven's Crime, but I gotta... I guess I don't want him to Flicker Wisp that. Yeah, I have to watch out. He's already shown me Flicker Wisp. And I'm gonna hold this for Raven's Crime. In case I draw it, I can do double. Okay. So we're not feeling good at this point. Not in a good spot. It's okay, it's just game 1 though. Here comes it. Okay. Alright, so he's got a Restoration Angel. I'm actually not going to attack with my Muta. I'm going to see if he does the Restoration Angel, which would tap him out, and then his Ghost Corners wouldn't be active. Because if he flashes her in, even if he flickers, he's down. He's hellbent. He's got nothing. Yeah, that's fine. So he's just gonna wait for me to make him Hellbent. Then he'll blink, so he'll be at 8. I guess you can just do it. Okay. I mean, another rack would make it really close here. That'll do it. That'll be helpful. So we're still on a 3-turn clock. God, he's got a lot of land destruction. We'll remember that. The Mutavaults might not even be worth keeping in. So he definitely shouldn't have played that land. That shows his inexperience for saving. Now he's got to draw a heal, right? Oh no, you killed my Urborg. Oh no. But that'd be pretty lethal in some names like turn 2. Alright, let's see if we can dodge a heal here, and then we got game 1. GG, got game 1. Okay, so it's like, it's a blue-white control with some flicker action. It means he can definitely bring in a ley line. So we'll bring in Delirium. Some amount of creatures too. Let's see, Funeral Charm is pretty bad. Probably a Ravens, a couple Fatals. I don't think he goes wide enough for me to worry about the AoE. Maybe we'll just bring in a Nezumi. Four Delirium Skies and a Nezumi. Seemed like he had some decent creatures. That Fatal might be good. I guess we don't need both Fatals. Bring an Asylum. Actually, we'll bring in a single Pack Rat. 4 Delirium Skies, a Nezumi, and a Pack Rat. You can watch Nezumi go to work like it was last game. That's pretty sweet. He definitely won that game. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Except for the no black mana. Gonna need some gas here. We don't want that. We need some discard. I hate bottoming Shrieking, but this is not a good hand versus control, and I really don't want to mold a 5. Even if we draw Swamp, it's better than drawing Shrieking Swamp. We're not affecting our order. We need some gas. We need like a Lily. Pack Rat, that's good. We can see what he's got for creatures. This guy gives him a card. I really don't like that. Negate is pretty vicious versus Rack. The court guy can fight this off good. We don't want the Restorational Flicker in the court, so we don't want to. We gotta watch the value. Okay. So he's got Negate. We know that. I think the idea will be next just to make a ton of rats here. I think we're going to just try to turn each of these swamps into a rat. Because he's going to... okay, so we know 4 of his cards. Oh, baby, we can just hurt his hand even. It's whether I want rats or just to wreck his hand. It's like, can't it be both, huh? We know we can flash in a Restoration Angel next turn, which is a 3/4. That's tough. That's really tough. I would think a lot more about that in a competitive league, but we're going to see how just the rat spam works. I mean, next turn he's going to basically be holding up for the angel, which means we can jam one of these. Oh, he doesn't have it. Nice. Okay, so now by the time his angel comes out, we could actually have 4/4 rats. So we're going to bypass this whole strat here. So next turn he can flash in that 3/4. Yep. Supreme Verdict is definitely, it's certainly could be coming, but I couldn't attack his hand and be ready for Verdict. Could attack with both here. Probably not going to block. Let's see what happens. I think that's right. We attack with both. Depending on how he blocks, we might smallpox. Okay, so we don't need the smallpox. He's going to try to angel in to flick this guy. So maybe... okay. So we got rid of the negate. So maybe now we smallpox. Just so the angel's got no value. Because if he flicks the angel in and destroys a token... or is it worth keeping the discard up? Okay. So let's just think this through. We could Raven's Crime, rack. That'll put him at 7. Next turn, he's going to flicker in. Back down to 3 cards, a rat. Following turn, do then smallpox? This is tough here. The question is whether we just smallpox right now. The problem with that is we're getting rid of one of these 2 cards. They're both really good. So I almost think we get both these cards out before we smallpox. Even though he's going to kill a rat. He basically gets a free rat kill. The rats have already done a lot of work. Maybe now is the time to switch over to the rack. So what we need to draw next turn is a land, because then we can retrace the Raven's Crime, and then then smallpox, and put them down on cards. I hear that. That's a good thought. Bad. We're thinking the smallpox might be the only way we get. Okay, he still has the other. He still has the other one, but he's hurting. If he flickers the Inquisitor, he's gonna flicker the Flicker Wisp, right? Okay. So we could just make another rat. This will hide behind attacking. Yeah, I think we just make another rat with the smallpox now. Since he's hellbent. Yeah. Well, we definitely do now. So I think we just hold back. He won't attack with either of these. Then next turn we can attack with 4/4 rats. Yeah. So we have to dodge action this turn. Yeah, we gotta, if he draws a dud this turn, we're in great shape. I don't like sacrificing the rat into the restoration angle. So let's see, we gotta dodge anything. Good example of pack rats putting in work. I mean, we only brought in one, I think. One sideboard pack rat. Oh, I think we win. There we go. 3-0, baby. So we beat Living End, Mill, Blue-Black Mill, and this blue-white control/tempo flicker. Sweet. So this is like a stream test day. Yeah, I think you're right, Ben. So I'm gonna take just a quick break, just to go to the bathroom really quick, and we'll normally be streaming leagues. The last league I did a 3-2, and we're practicing for GP Vegas. So we'll be tweaking the list a lot. Here's the list right here. But today I'm just gonna be doing practice games just for another little while, just to make sure the stream's good. If the sound isn't good or something's up, please tell me. But I'll just be right back, and we'll do another one. Hey, Andrew, appreciate that, man. All right, we'll get another again, I'm not going to want to try to start a league today. We'll do tomorrow. We'll start doing leagues on stream again. But I was hoping if we had any other issues, we'd be able to troubleshoot them right here. I think everything's good. I got to fix my light is all fucked up here. But if you guys really want to know the reason I play 8-rack, it's because I can't roll very high. I don't roll very well. So instead of getting tilted in round 6 when you realize you haven't won a dice roll in 6 rounds, now you just have to win I win the dice roll all the time now. Because I always have to win it and be like, oh, I'll take the draw. And they're like, what? So this isn't. We'd rather have some more power here, two drops and 3 drops, but this covers on the game 1 on the blind. It's definitely not worth mulliganing here. Oh baby, we haven't played Burn in a while. So the Bloodstained Mire is basically a throwback to Tom Ross when he had the 1 Marsh Flats. It's essentially its only practical value is to enable Revolt with Fatal Push once in maybe 20 matches, you know. Let's see that. Okay, I got a free Mutavault out of that. It's not bad. But the fetches, I think, are bad because they get hosed by Blood Moon, but they also, the 1 life, we have so many games where 1 life really matters. So I think fetches are decent, but I wouldn't go more than 2. I'm not sure how great 1 is. Oh. Let's take some of his 4 damage stuff. Maybe Goblin will know how to cycle through more of these lands. Well, we only got 1 Fatal Push, so we gotta take this other Goblin Guide. Smallpox would be nice. God, he's got no lands. This is one of those games against Bird where a Smallpox would be king. So we'll see what he draws here. Yeah, the 1 life, it's not really, yeah, that's what it comes down to. Lose the 1 game, 1 life doesn't matter. And if it's really tight, you can usually just Urborg it. So essentially oh, he drew another one anyways. Essentially I just tap it for a swamp a lot of games anyways, you know. Okay, so we need Smallpox here or something. Another Fatal, Lily. Okay, Inquisition. So we'll get a Skullcrack. We'll be able to Mutavault next turn, hold up a blocker. I'm waiting for the trigger here. This is tough. He's had a good fiery start. And we don't have Collective Brutality anymore. Yeah, the 1 bluffing the Mana Tithe is good. The fact of what it is doesn't. In person, I use a Flooded Strand. But yeah, the Marsh Flats is definitely probably. I might switch it out for Vegas just to have it. That's good though. That's why, I mean, that's awesome that you know 8-Rack and been playing a lot too. That's why I'm trying to get the stream back going. I need some serious theory crafting for Vegas. I've been jamming this in person now for about a month. Or shit, only about 3 weeks. But I did stream it a lot a year ago when Tom Ross was, before he went pro. I think we have to start the clock here. Let this Goblin guy get in. Or do we just hold and block? Let's see. Yeah, we're not even getting value out of that Shrieking. So he could instant here, and he very well might, but we drew way too much gas for burn. I mean, way too much lands. If we had a Ravenscrime or something, that would be nice. Should be able to let that happen, right? Yeah. Damn, another Shrieking. So if he nukes this... Okay, so we gotta take 2 cards to the face, which he has 2 in his hand, so... Okay. So we have to dodge gas. We can do this. One turn. If he lands one turn, we still win. Well, no, if he's smart, he'll hold. So we'll have to, he has to draw dead here. I like that though, as a little extra, bluffing the Manatithe. That's about the only card worth bluffing in any of these. I run Manatithe in my white-black smallpox for a bit. There you go! Oh, he wasn't even best of 3. Look at that, game 1 against Burn. He drew land there. That's why you keep fighting, stay in it. That was a quick one. This type of things happen in the practice rooms. That was Burn. I mean, he didn't play it wrong, I don't think. That was just, we hung in there. The guides were just giving us land. I mean, God, if he didn't have Goblin Guides, we would have just, if he had a, the Monk Girl, instead, we would have lost so bad. We wouldn't have had anything. But since he was filtering our land so hard, we were just drawing him. Okay, so we've beaten a wide range of decks so far. We want to play another control matchup. We really need practice versus... So, I don't know. This is the guide. I'm sure everyone that knows 8-Rack has seen this article. Let me just link it. Why does it do that? Okay. So that Tom Ross article. So he wrote that. That was a deck I used to play a lot. A lot of discard. We got a Mana Door Killer. Yeah, I'll keep this. But when that was September, so Hollow One wasn't a deck. Mardu Pyromancer wasn't really a deck, popular deck. Humans was just barely becoming popular. And then the control variants were different. Search for Ascanta wasn't a card. Hollow One is the big one, you know. So I'd like to expand his sideboard list there to some of these other decks. So I've obviously have in my head what I've been doing. And I actually have a little different build versus control. Right now I'm experimenting with the sideboard. But that's what I want to lock down before Vegas. So at the very least, I'm going to produce a content guide with just a ton of sideboard stuff. Expanding on Tom Ross, obviously it's... What the fuck is this? Bane of Bala Ged. Whenever Bane of Bala Ged attacks, target player gets arms. So he's got Annihilator 2. Okay. Instant. What the fuck is this? Alright. I like it. So yeah, I'm working on those sideboard lists. I'm pretty sure versus Hollow One and Mardu, you bring in Leyline. Like, we don't bring in Leyline versus Grixis Death Shadow or Snapcaster decks. Even those decks, even Abzan, you think they rely on their graveyard, but we just go around that. Or at least that's how Tom Ross said to do it, and that's how I've been doing it. But I think for Hollow One and Mardu, you want to bring in Leyline. Because against Mardu, the biggest problem is really Bedlam Reveler. And not only does he draw 3 cards, but he's a decent body. So if you get rid of their graveyard, then Bedlam Reveler is now 8 mana card or something. So they'll never cast it. So right now we're just going to attack his hand a little more with the Retrace and Raven's Crime. Take advantage of all these swamps. We know 2 of his cards. So that's why the sideboard action is going to be tricky. So yeah, that's what it was looking like. Some green Tron, which is perfectly good. All right, so we're gonna make them. We're gonna pitch all 3 of these lands. I can't think of anything I'd rather do with them. Game 1. Getting it for 2 is not as critical now. Against Tron, the Funeral Charm on the draw step is really clutch. Use that quite a bit. That's why there's really 2 in the deck. It has a few other... It's good for mana dorks too. Not a ton of X and ones. Some humans, you know, but great for Noble Hierarch, Bird of Paradise. But that discard is really clutch. You rarely use the other modes. I used to run Death Shadow for burn. That was my burn sideboard card. And giving Swamp Walk to a Death Shadow is... Yep. It does happen. I've also double Funeral Charm to Mutavault to give it Swamp Walk and extra damage. So he's got everything but Scratch from he's still got Scratch from Existence. Yep. Scour from Existence. Yeah. I guess there's more. I probably didn't realize it, so I guess I'll take that back. Yeah, not with Pyromancer there is. It definitely becomes relevant. I mean, I've had 2 in the main board for a while now. God, this hand sucks. I guess we might as well just have him get rid of this. So we got the 10 turn clock. Alright, let's go for rack. Okay, that's close enough. Some kind of win condition. So we're still on the Mutavault plan. 9 turns of Mutavault beatdown. Might bring in some... Definitely bring in Nezumi versus Tron. Okay, so he's got Tron. Delirium Skynes. Probably drop a couple Inquisitions. I mean, this guy's pretty high curve. I might just have to go under him. Bring in the Pack Rats. Smallpox not doing much here. I guess it's better than discard, and I don't really have any other 3-mana play that I'd care a lot about. Cut off this green for half turn. Well, at least you can't Ugin if you top decks it. Well, you can now. Shit. This is another one that doesn't... I don't have a clear sideboard versus Green Tron. So let's talk about it. If you guys are there, wait for the sideboard. We'll probably use the full 3 minutes. I'd like to talk about it. I would definitely Smallpox if he was not on the 2 power plants. So we'll probably split it. I think we're dead, but all right. I'm just slowing down the pain. I'm gonna hold this land. Hit him for 2. Alright, we got the 7-turn Mutavault clock. He can cast anything he's going to cast, so we're going to try to get the double Mutavault clock going. Not Lily here. So we'll see if that Lily uptick matters, if her being at 5 versus 4 matters. I don't think it does. Probably doesn't have an instant. Okay, we're on a little clock. Yeah, I hear that. It was whether the one tick closer to ultimate. But if he has something that's going to remove Lily, there you go. Feel like he's going to nail it. Because he was at 11. That was going to be a 6-turn clock with Mutavaults. We've sped up quite a bit. Of course, drawing those lands running. Alright. The 2-turn clock. Okay. So, we gotta dodge what? A lot of things. I guess a Bane of the Bala would be bad. Alright, let's talk sideboarding. Delirium Skynes is really pretty damn strong. Fatal Push seems bad. We'll have to think about Bantus. The Funeral Charm is nice. Inquisition kind of turns to shit. For Delirium and Nezumi again? Is this our new generic control? Yeah, the Worm Coil is a major problem. That's the reason to keep the Fatal for the tokens, or keep the Bantus. Oh boy. Bringing in the rats. So basically, this is what we're bringing in and taking out. We're bringing in Delirium Skynes in the Short Fang. Taking out some Fatals. He had a good bit of creatures, more than other Tron. That's why I was hesitant with the rats. Could bring in another couple rats. Could take out another Funeral and Inquisition. Yeah, the wrench mines aren't great. We're bringing the Pat Rats. Bring Asylum, and we run 4. Maybe keep the Funeral Charms for that upkeep. So this is what we're taking out, is what we're bringing in. All our creatures and Delirium Skynes. Seems pretty solid. Trim on 1 Ravens. For that, I'd probably bring back in one of these. Might even bring in a Wrench Mine. Ravens is pretty good. I think that's a decent setup. We got 10 seconds. Thanks for your input. That's good. I mean, I've been doing some of these. For the majority of them, I follow what Tom Ross was saying pretty closely, but he doesn't have a green Tron, for example. I know Delirium Skynes is MVP. Now I have creatures. It's close to a keep. It's really close to a keep here. I might keep this. Got 2 turns to draw another swamp. We got the Skynes and some win conditions. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this. See how it goes. If you look at the VOD, the first match of the day, we were struggling on land, but we ended up winning both games. It was great. Okay, you're with us today. Well, he's got Tron, so that sucks. I guess we take his payoff. So next turn, power plant, expedition map. Yeah, so he's... Alright. We're going to be up against Megatron here. We're going to need that Skynes. And then he'll just be top decking. So we got 2 turns to draw land here, or else we are in trouble. Actually, I want to keep the Funeral Charm. Well, no, I guess not. I'm trying to think, if we draw a swamp, we'll want to play it and just straight up Delirium. But I guess that's not going to be the issue. He's going to have Tron no matter what. So that's not really that effective. Probably want to stick a Lily. It's got a ton of 7 mana payoffs plus. Shit, we are in trouble. God, just dumping Delirium Sky right now to dump his hand. That would be nice. Yeah. All right. God, he just cycled so hard. Do it again, bro. Okay. So he's got. Okay, he didn't use that. All right. Do we Lily minus? I think that's the play. Lily minus. Get rid of Skynes. Next turn we start the clock. It's really got to be the best move. Just getting those two down takes him to 15. Maybe I get these two down. Next turn I hit him with the Skies. You guys got thoughts of that? I'm thinking Lily here. Could have something decent in his hand. Yeah, I'm gonna Lily. It may be unwise to get rid of the Delirium Skies, but if Lily stays, it's gonna be the same clock. Still got to dodge 4 or 5 turns of their just vicious top decks. Okay. Hanging in there. What you got, buddy? Okay. Alright. Well, I'll be sure to make you sacrifice that. That was a good top deck, the Skynes, for the following turn. So we still gotta dodge some gas. We are in so much trouble. I think this is going. Gonna go to game 3. Or is this the start of a new one? I haven't even... No, I got him last game, right? Yeah. Nice. Yeah, I guess we dump him. Thought about waiting a turn, but he's got 2 cards in his hand. All right. Let's see. Ugin wouldn't win it because Rack would still get through. GG's. All right. So 5-0 in our matches today. Wasn't a league, it was just practice room, but yeah, it's always good. Where do you see? 1, 2, 3. Oh wait. Yep, so a little decent run there, not bad. Look at the deck again. I'm probably going to call it stream for the day. It was a good test. So we beat, oh, I'm going to have to recall this. Beat Living End, beat Mill, beat Burn. We just beat Tron. What deck am I missing? We beat a Control there in there too, right? With the Pack Rat power. Yeah, I think the Rats are really good, especially with, even though they even synergize with Nezumi, and this card right here is, it's probably my new MVP, not just because it's so freaking cool, but you saw in that match where it started ticking for 6, because you started attacking for 3 and flipping and hit him for 6 near the end with Helmet. I feel like I beat a Hollow One type of deck. It might have been before the stream. But yeah, I'm going to be streaming a lot more, guys. If you like 8-Rack, there's an 8-Rack Discord, 8-Rack Reddit. My YouTube channel has videos from last September, but they're still very relevant. It's a very similar list. Follows Tom Ross's thing. But yeah, I'll be streaming more often. We'll do League tomorrow. I think my overlay looks decent. Sound is alright. So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. But I'm going to call it for the day. Unless you got any last minute questions about the deck or anything. Good old Rats. Ratchet Bomb, not completely sure of. It's nice because it can hit engineered explosives. That was relevant. If they're sandbagging EEs on 1, it's nice. In theory, I was thinking it could hit a Search for Ascanta, but that's never been relevant. Never had to do it. I usually don't even bring it in, so it's good versus tokens. You know, a ton of lingering souls and that type of stuff. But this is probably what's going to get cut. I'm leaning towards a Dismember or a Surgical, because I feel like Surgical does the same thing. If I can Surgical his lingering souls, and that's basically all that match, you know. But we got to see. We'll start keeping track of the Dex list. GP Vegas is 10 days away. So we'll be doing as much leagues as we have money for, which is about 5. So hopefully we win some, and then we can keep it going. So yeah, thanks Andrew hanging out.
Chinese black magic.
Oh,
Chinese black
appreciate
magic.
the follow, guys. Thank you so much. My thing is a little bugged, so we realized that. Oh, Ice Up Son. Oh, man. You don't tell me that's a Steve Smith reference. I'm from Charlotte a while ago, so I'm a huge Panthers fan. So Ice Up Son is quite the Steve Smith quote. So that's good. I'm sorry I didn't see who the other follow was because my overlay is not perfect. But yeah, very cool. Make sure it's not a Steve Smith. Yeah, good seeing you guys. And look for posts on the 8-Rack Reddit and Discord. And I'll probably upload this to YouTube, so you can see it on the channel. Just these 5 casual matches. But yeah, well, peace out, guys. Thanks for watching. First stream in a while. Hopefully we'll get back on it. Thanks.